Let's give it up for the very funny Chip Nicholson.
Hey, what's up, guys? Man, it is nice. Yo, what's up? Nah, I'm good for right now. I'll take some later, probably. It's nice being down here. No one's wearing masks and shit. Oh my God. Isn't it nice not to wear a mask? That shit, they changed everything, didn't it? Shit, even greetings changed, didn't they? Shit, greetings like back the fuck up is like the new good morning, you know? Yo, back the fuck up, and a back the fuck up to you too. 6 feet, thank you. They changed everything. I was wearing those blue masks. You know the blue masks we have to wear? I was out wearing the blue mask, and for the first time in my life, I was squinting hard. And then I realized the sun was reflecting off the blue mask. And now, I used to play football back in the day. We had to wear that black tape under their eyes. Now, in that moment, I looked at my 2 black fingers. I was like, I wonder if I could see if I put these right. And it worked. Yo, I could see. It was crazy. And then I had the dumbest thought. I was like, oh, that's why white people be falling off of mountains and shit. Because they can't see. They just out in the world reflecting themselves to death. It's so sad. Like this whole time, I thought white people were out happy, smiling to be white. No, you're squinting because it's bright. So sad. It's weird being a comedian in the apocalypse. All the comedy clubs shut down. You know what didn't shut down? White people's backyards, and we took advantage. It was fantastic. Like ants on candy. It was just weird for me going into these neighborhoods just being black, because like, I mean, if I'm being honest, it felt like the beginning of Get Out every time. Like, every time. Like, goes against everything my mama taught me, you know, like don't go into random strangers' cars or random white people's backyards, you know the basics. Now there's just a sign that says, come on in. It feels like a trap. They're playing trap music. It feels like a setup. Yeah, I was in one of these backyards and I got called up on stage and I took my backpack off and set it down next to this drunk lady. I'll never do this again. Because she called me out like she was at the airport. She was like, what are you doing? Are you some type of terrorist? I was like, what the fuck? I'm black. I'm not even brown. What are you talking about? Like, she said this. She was like, you could be one of those BLM terrorists. I was like, what? BLM terrorists? Wait, no, Black Lives Matter. Why would I blow up a place I'm at? That makes no goddamn sense. Goes against the entire movement. Fucking BLM terrorists? That doesn't even sound scary. Right? Sounds delicious. BLMT? That sounds like the most delicious sandwich I never heard of in my goddamn life. Fuck up a BLMT. Be some type of barbecue bacon butter something. Oh my God. Dude, we run out of toilet paper and BLMTs, I'm telling you. As a matter of fact, I'm calling it right now. BLMTs are the official sandwich of Juneteenth. I'm calling it right now. That's it. You heard it here first, folks. Black people in the back. Yeah, BLMT. If I'm being honest, like, everything pre-apocalypse I miss. Like, if I'm being honest, I miss church. I miss that. Because I'm a people watcher. And I love people watching the pastors. That's the funnest thing for me about church. Because sometimes the pastor be going in too hard, he be talking, taking himself too seriously. Last time I was in church, pastor's doing just that. He was talking about heaven and hell and life and death. And all of a sudden, this little girl right next to me just starts up and crying. She's like, I was like, oh my God, hey, what's up? What's wrong? What's up? And she's like, my dog died and he didn't know Jesus. So he going to hell. And I was like, oh no, and I wanted to help, right? I was like, no, don't you know? All dogs go to heaven. She was like, really? But that's when the pastor screamed, because everybody goes to heaven, but not everybody gets in. And she was like, oh! Some of y'all laughed too hard at that little girl's pain. If I'm being honest, there's one other thing I miss besides church. I missed Halloween, right? Because last Halloween just wasn't it, was it, right? None of us got to dress slutty. It sucked, right? I love Halloween's my favorite. Like I go in hard for Halloween. I go in deep. Like previous Halloween, dressed up as a ninja. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Yeah, all black. You see it with the mask. I had the sword. I even had the inner thigh kunai. Like I was killing it. The inner thigh knife. Oh man, I go outside. They guess my costume wrong. They're like, "Oh, dude, I know what you are. You're a black ninja." I'm like, "What the fuck? No, I'm just a ninja." Like, it's not like I dressed up as a specific ninja, right? Like, I wasn't Niggerobi, the nigga shinobi. Who the fuck is that? Fucking ninja is an occupation, right? Like, if I dressed up as a doctor, right? Like, I wouldn't be a black doctor, right? Like, I would go outside and people would look at me and they'd be like, "Oh, I know what you are. You're Turk, that nigga from Scrubs." That's all I'd be is Turk. That motherfucker from Scrubs. I don't believe in black ghosts. Anybody else? Right? Never seen or heard of a haunting? And then I realized, you know why you can't see a black ghost? Because black ghosts ain't got shit to haunt. Think about it. Every decade they come back is better than when they left. They're like, "Boo, Medi-Cal. Whoa, Obama." Dude, I said that joke one time in Tennessee. "You know why you can't see a black ghost?" White lady stands up. "Because they're too dark, you can't see them." I'm like, "God damn it, no. You racist bitch." Like, what the fuck she think? We die and become shadows and shit? You can see a black ghost. We ashy. No, I'm just kidding. Stupid. I'm goofy. I wish I was cool. I'm not cool. I'm just goofy. I always wanted to be cool. Even when I was a kid, I wanted to be cool. Like when it was the 90s and stuff, back in the day, I wanted to be a blood. I didn't even really want to be a blood. I just wanted to learn how to do the blood Crips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that shit, man. I still can't do that shit. I remember I asked my cousin, I was like, "Hey, man, where you learn to do this?" He was like, "Sis, birth." I'm like, "Nigga, come on. Like, come on." Like, no baby comes out the womb like, nigga, like. So I went home all confused and frustrated. I'm trying to figure it out. I can't. I'm just like, "Oh, fuck it. I'm a Crip. It's easier. I get to dance. There's cookouts. I love picnics." Like, I was like 9-year-old Chip, so I was petty. I'm petty in general, but I was super petty as a kid, man. I swear to God, man. I was mad that I couldn't do this, so I got mad at all bloods. I was like, "Man, I hope all bloods get carpal tunnel and nobody can rep no more." I was tripping. I'm older now. I don't think a blood with carpal tunnel is funny. I think any thug with a disability is hilarious, to be honest. Like, I think it'd be funny to see a colorblind Crip. No, like a Crip thug don't see color right. He's coming to the meetings all wrong. "Hey, my brother Jerome always coming to the meetings in green." Brother, you know he don't see color correct. Just give him a chance, brother. He's new. Give him a chance. Meanwhile, Jerome's out doing confused colorblind drive-bys on people in yellow. Just live weak, motherfucker. Oh, what this nigga got against cancer survivors? Oh. Live strong. That's not a real wall, if anybody was wondering. I swear to God, that shit's like the road warning. I was like, "Ah!" Can't be a thug, man. I fucking grew up in Del Mar, you know? Not a lot of thugs in Del Mar. I think that's the slogan as you drive into Del Mar. Just Del Mar, lack-a-black, you know? And just... Growing up in Del Mar, you get a lot of white friends. When you have a lot of white friends, you get a lot of white friend questions. One of the main ones, can we touch your hair? All of you, like a petting zoo. I got offended. I told my mom, I was like, Mom, they're asking to touch my hair. She was like, oh, they're rich, charge them. So I started charging all my friends. It's weird, everything's opening back up. All my friends invited me hiking and shit. They're still white. Because hiking ain't a black thing, you know? I mean, we do it, we can, but it just ain't our thing, you know? We just ain't known for hiking, you know? Basketball, yes. Football, yes, accurate. Does it hurt? Absolutely, but it's very accurate. You know, I know hiking's not a black thing. Never gotten that mass group text from all my black friends, just niggas hiking. It doesn't happen. I've never grown up seeing like hiking ads in Jet or Ebony magazine. Oh, I'm sorry, this is a white crowd. Okay, I'm sorry. See, Jet and Ebony magazine were magazines for black people by black people. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm showing my age. Okay, magazines are... They're like a blog that you can hold, you know, like... Black people don't want to go hiking up a goddamn mountain, man. Are you serious? Man, if you ever hear a black person talking about a mountaintop, you're either at a rap concert or a church. Either way, it's metaphorical. Like, the only time you'd ever see a black hiker is if he had a white girlfriend. I'm just hiking for the pussy. That's the only reason we hike. We'll march for freedom, but we hike for the pussy. So I went hiking. For the pussy. Man, I got a cramp. That shit sucked, man. Cramp was gangster, man. Hit me so hard. I fell to the ground. I face planted. This lady saw what happened. She came right over. She was like, oh my God, boo-boo. You look like you was in so much pain. Is you cramping? And I looked up relieved. Yes, I is cramping. And I feel like I'm about to die. She looked at me right in my eyes, y'all. And that's how women feel once a month walked off. I was like, what the You guys cheered at that. I'll tell. Okay, all right. Sex is weird. Sex is weird. Sex is like a teeter-totter. You know, like a seesaw, you know? Like, it's better when both actually try, you know? I remember being a kid on a seesaw and the other person ain't trying. You let Keely's act like you having fun with this with me. Like, I was on this all-girl podcast, man, and they asked me a weird question. They were talking about sex. They were like, so, we're all women here, right? And I don't know why girls do that. When they always have to agree with each other. We are, thank God, okay. Like, I don't... But, we're all, and as women, we feel insecure when we eat in public, especially when we're on dates. How does that make you feel? As a man, how does that make you feel? And I answered back immediately. I was like, oh yeah, that's weird, you shouldn't. And this girl just freaks out at me. She was like, oh yeah, then when the fuck should we eat? And I'm like, whoa, hold up, that's not what I fucking meant. Let me explain, like what I mean is like eating is a life thing. And you shouldn't feel weird doing a life thing, especially in the beginning. That's an end of the relationship thing. When you hate doing life around each other, you shouldn't feel like that on a first date. I want a girl to take me to the barbecue pit. I want that to be her idea. You see what I'm saying? Now this is an old Southern trick, I swear to God, because look, if you eat like dee, then you gon' fuck like dee. I don't want that. No, I want back seats, windows up. That's the way I like to fuck. Like, yo, on a first date, I want a girl to eat like Ludacris raps. Nasty. You know what I'm saying? Chocolate, make it melt. Take him to the barbecue pit. And listen, ladies, you can tell if a guy is good on the first date the same way. Look how quiet I got. It's an old Southern trick. Take him to the barbecue pit. I'm telling you, take him to the barbecue pit. Order him a plate of wings. Not the drumsticks, the wings. You see what I'm saying? Ladies, listen. I'm telling you right now, if he can clean a wing, he can clean a wop. That's Southern science right now. Thank you guys, I'm Chip Nicholson.